right, cool. Tell me about your kind of play style. What do you think you need to work on? Slash, what are you good at?
I feel I'm pretty good at laning, but maybe my camera, like, I used to press my spacebar a lot,
Hmm.
so it's always locked, and in teamfight it can be a problem, I think. Um,
Oh, interesting, interesting.
um, yeah, and sometimes, like, when my support gets caught in lane, I also die because I don't, because
Yeah.
I don't respect the enemies.
Right, right, right. I know what you mean. Like, fight turns out poorly in the bot lane, you try and help, and then you end up dying too, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens quite often. I would say. Which of these do you want to look at first, then?
Um, I don't know, like maybe the fourth, the twist lane win game, twist lane win game lose.
Okay, okay, okay. The last one, right? Yeah, here.
No, no, the first one.
Oh, oh, first one.
Like 90 minutes ago, like
This
I
one, this
can
one, this
just
one.
send you a link. 1 second.
Alright, alright, my bad.
This one.
Alright, let's take a look. Lane win, game lose. Alright, let's see. So, ba-ba-da-ba. Like you say, usually win lane. So, I think. Oh, this is spicy. This is really good. And Jen has AFK. Good stuff. Um, interesting. Lulu started Q. Oh no. Okay, that was kind of tragic, but
Yeah.
so what's going through your mind when you're laning? What are you thinking about? What's going
um,
on?
like level 2, or what do you mean?
Just like in general, like when you see champion select slash loading screen and you're going into lane, are you kind of thinking, what should you be doing, or is it just like let's just play?
Kind of like let's just play. I'm kind of looking at the lanes and seeing if I have the if my support is stronger than the other one, and if my ADC is stronger than the other ADC, so I
Mm,
can kind of judge how the lane is going to be, like
interesting.
if we can push or not.
How do you determine kind of strength? Like
Like
strength in what way?
um like in 2v2, like Jaina is going to poke me harder than the enemy has a Jaina support and I have, like, I don't know, um some melee support, like what, Alistair, like level 1 we are weak,
Hmm,
that
hmm.
kind of stuff.
That's good to know for sure. Good, 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 good. At least you're thinking something. That's actually really smart because a lot of players will make the mistake of trying to do something level one with an Alistar, and it's like, oh, that's doom, right?
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. So I think so far so good. We aren't. Uh, oh, what's going on in the jungle? Okay, whatever, whatever. You had a good level two look. Too bad Janda didn't fall for it, but overall we're doing great. I think actually. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, have we missed some CS? But I think it's fine, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I've missed some to the E.
should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Overall, we're not really making any big mistakes, which is a good thing to see, right? Because a lot of some people's problems are like they make like a massive mistake in lane, and then like the game is like kind of warped because you can't really do anything, right?
Yeah.
So it's good to see that we're farming it out, right? Because no real way to uh, force a win in this lane, if that makes any sense. Like the best you
Yeah.
could probably hope for is you guys hit Jenna when Caitlyn can't help, right? Something like that. What's going on here though? Interesting. She has pressed the attack. What the hell?
Yeah. Thought the same.
So I think it's fine trade, right? It's just two 80 carries with shields going at it. Sure.
Yeah.
Janet took some hits, which is good. Yeah, this seems like it's mostly gonna be along the same lines. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, that was so
Oh
fast.
no. Oh no. Oh, this is. Oh. Okay, Okay. Well, lost a little bit of HP, but Kaylin's out of mana almost, so should maybe we'll be okay. Yeah, I think laning so far. The idea is I don't know if you need any help, but it seems like you're confident in your laning, right? So
Yeah.
I guess to brush up on like basics is just in champion select when you see your lane opponents, you ask yourself, what kind of lane are we, right? So like when you were talking about Jenna, you're like, oh, Jenna likes to poke, right? So she's like a poke lane, and then Lulu's like poke and trade, right? Because Lulu likes to press E auto attack and then just fucking basically kill someone, right? Basically, our trades literally everyone. I don't like. Does anyone beat Lulu? I don't even think so. So Lulu wants to get up there and like hit something, right? So when you have like trade poke versus your trade poke, it turns into can you hit the other support 2v1, and then in that way, or can you play around their shields, right? Oh, okay, this is good. You guys are gonna kill them 100%, right? Because she got hit by the slow, so that's the kill condition, right? Goodbye. Oh wow, Graves going for the flash, sure, whatever. Jen has no flash, so she's dead too, right? Nice. Very good. Very good look. That was really good. Okay, buy your BF and dagger, sure. So, what part of your non-laning game do you think is like what's losing you the game, or is it just like we're not really sure? Oh my god.
Maybe like targeting priority.
Okay. Wow, that was balls it. That was balls deep. Let's watch this one. That was lit. Holy shit. I'm learning things today. Okay. With the Lulu ulti, you can dive because her ulti basically resets your health. Very good. That was really good. God damn. All right. So buy your shoes. Dude, this is fucking, you are stomping them so hard.
Yeah, but
what goes wrong? Oh, okay. What's going on here? Is there anything wrong with this picture?
No. On my screen, I'm fine.
No. Like, are we making any mistake? Are we making any mistakes? I should say.
Yeah, because we jumped into the mini wave. But
right.
I wanted to go in because Jenna used her shield and was
right. But the big thing here was you didn't know what the jungler was, and I think you're about to get punished here, right?
Yeah.
That was the first thing I thought is. The first thing you always consider is numbers advantage, right? So how many people do they have? How many people do you have? So if this is a straight TV2, I would say this is subpar play. And like you said, you already knew because you're like, oh, I jumped into their minions. So and it wasn't part of your win condition, right? So it was like that made me hesitate for the first part, right? And then the second part was, oh, I looked at the map and I was like, where is their jungler? So I think that this is the kind of stuff that will throw your lead. Is when you know you win 2v2, the enemy knows you win 2v2. So they send people bot while you're trying to do something and then you die, right? So the thing you should be very wary of is the enemy jungler, right? Because something like this is like, it may not seem too bad, and it's like, oh, Janet got the kill too, but basically it makes it so that your team can't do anything for however long, and you don't get any like XP or money for however long, and you gave up like extra money because you're ahead, right? Because you were winning. So there's like a lot of lost opportunities whenever something like this happens. The way to fix that is like super easy. Is just before you want to do anything, you look at the map and you say how many people do they have and how many people do we have, right? So say your Graves is doing Gromp and you saw Kazakh's top, you say we have more people on this side of the map, so we can do something, right? We can go for a trade, and then Graves can maybe dive and one-shot them. But if you do the opposite, right? If you say your Graves is top and Kazakh's is anywhere, and you try and take this kind of trade, if you hadn't died there, what would have happened is they just push on the tower and they dive, right? Or they push and then they do dragon, or they push, you guys lose control of river. But any way you spin it, you guys can't win that. So the idea is that you need to make sure that the basic step is no matter what you do, check the map first, right? That's like, this is like a map awareness thing, right? Same thing here, right? Where's their jungler? Because how many times have you come back to lane as a repeat game?
Excuse me?
How many times in your career have you seen like, oh, you come back to lane after dying and then the jungler's right here?
Yeah,
Right? That's happened
like
before, right?
like a return gank. Yeah,
Yeah, it's round 2 immediately, right?
yeah,
Back in the days of Olaf and Elise and Hecarim, that shit was cancer, right? It was just like you couldn't do anything because they were there, right? So that's this. It's the same idea. When you do this, it's the same idea, right? What if they were like, what if Kha'Zix was like in this bush right here? It would have been like, oh shit, right?
yeah.
It could be really bad, right? It would be like NATO into Caitlyn W, and then it's like, oh, I don't even know if Lulu saves you at this point. But that's definitely something you should look for first before you try and do something, right?
Okay,
Same thing
yeah.
if you're playing like let's say you're playing Xayah, it's the same thing, right? Before trying to walk up and hit them, you have to make sure you know where their jungler is, right? Because then you're like, oh, I have my ulti, but you don't want to necessarily waste your ulti. Let's see, but the first like 10 minutes was lit, dude. That was crazy. 10 out of 10 for sure. Maybe it took like a bad trade once or twice, but overall you outland them really hard. Oh my god, you're gonna kill this guy. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So you have no problem when it comes to even numbers or your teammates coming and you're baiting or you're trading. That's all Gucci.
Yeah.
So far, the only thing I've really seen an issue with is like, yo, you did something when you didn't know where their team was, and then you got instantly punished.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on here? We go top. I think this may be a little bit early, but wait, who's the top? Oh, it's Galio. I'd say, you know, this is okay, right? I think this is fine, honestly. Swapping to Galio, right? Are there? Do you know cases when you don't want to swap?
Yeah, like if I can't like pressure top lane, the
Right.
enemy top is too strong.
Right. Very good, right? If there's for some reason you can't get anything done top, right? Or
Yeah.
you know, usually that's when it's too early in the game or whatever this matchup is. Another good example would be if you have a split pusher versus top, and you send them bot, and Dragon is still up. If there's a bot fight, your split pusher is not going to be as useful as their tank top, right? Because the tank top wins early. So that would be another example of maybe you want to consider not swapping. Like say something like Fiora versus Malphite. That would be an obvious example, I guess. Maybe you want to keep Fiora up there, and do Dragon first or something like that. But just things to consider. Oh my God, Singe just ran down Caitlyn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
That's fun.
he did.
Pretty good. Pretty good. So now you can just kill this guy. Good. There's a Galio ult, so maybe you want to save your jump. Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
going
fine.
in.
you're just getting it in. That's fine. Honestly, you could probably just walk out if Galio ultied. So no problems there. Oh baby, we are running forward. I like it. Shouldn't be any super hard punishes. Okay, maybe there was a little bit of a punish. I think it's okay. You guys are doing fine. What's going through your mind when you want this fight?
Not much.
Oh,
I guess.
okay.
Just
Let's take a look at the
automatic.
situation. Interesting. Automatic, like how we jumped in 2v2 bot and then jungler came out.
Yeah.
So I guess the idea is double check. You know, you have to have a good reason for fighting, right? So the best reason or the most common good reason you'll find is you have more people, right? Because they have a dead person or something, right? That would be the
Yeah.
best. What are some other reasons do you think?
We are
Could
stronger
be-
than them, and we know where the other like people of the enemy team are.
Stronger in what sense?
Like here we are 3v3, and we will win this fight because we have more items. And more
Okay,
people.
more an item advantage. I would say in terms of fighting with that advantage, that'll happen like very little in solo queue, to be honest.
Okay.
What are some? Can you come up with any bigger reasons?
TP advantage maybe.
Wait, say again.
TP advantage.
Oh, that's like that counts as more people. That counts as
Okay.
that counts as more people.
I don't know. Maybe get a catch.
Something like if they're face checking, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And you have like vision advantage. Or if they're
Oh,
chasing,
okay.
you have this kind of chasing advantage. I don't really have a term for it, but you know, when a team is chasing, they can get hit by every skill shot, right? Like chasing, all right, oh, here comes a charm, right? So there's a chasing advantage too. And you're right, item advantage is also important. And then there's also kind of matchup advantage. Although this is also rare. This is as rare as your item advantage example. In terms of if your team wants to all in and they have like poke like Xerath and Zoe or whatever, you want to get in there before they start poking, right? Something like that. But for the most part, all you really need to worry about in solo queue is numbers. Who has more people? So unless you know for sure you have more people or you're gonna win an even fight or whatever, you should be kind of hesitant about starting something if you don't know you can win it. But I think with your item advantage, you were correct in that they couldn't really do too much, especially since you had Singe kill Caitlyn and he probably has TP. I hope. Yeah, we take this tower. Good, good, good. Besides that one death, this is really good, right? You're on the track to solo carrying this game. You are actually solo carrying this game, right?
Yeah.
Let's push, see what happens. You gotta run after this wave though, because you don't know where they are. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, now what's the plan? This is like we did the cookie cutter strat. Destroy bot lane, take their tower, rotate top, take their tower. What do we do now?
Get mid.
Okay, I would say that is a fine strategy, right? Ari can go in the side lane, so now we start hitting mid. Good, good, good. And then we can even rotate into dragon. And you have flash up, so you should be relatively safe. Sure, we can wait for Graves to show up on the map. But oh wow, Lulu had the herald. What? What? She had the herald. Interesting, interesting. So one thing to note is what do we do wrong while doing the camp? Well, maybe not necessarily wrong, but what do we do that we shouldn't have while doing the camp?
I don't know.
Look at our ability cooldowns. Are we missing anything important?
Yeah, everything. I'll jump.
Right, the jump, right? So you never really want to use your jump to do camps unless you're not using it for the next 20 seconds or however long it takes to come back, right? Because if you had your W here, you could have probably just jumped out, right? Or if you just knew he was here. Honestly, he did a shit ton of damage. So yeah, there's really no way out unless you had W, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of awkward. Ooh, he dies too. This is okay. Let's watch this. Hold up. Let's see what's going on here. Did you start with less than full HP as well?
No, I'm almost full.
Pretty much full. Dude, does he have like Duskblade? What's going on here?
Yeah, I think he's pretty fat. Yeah.
Wow.
No, he doesn't even have Duskblade.
Doesn't even have Duskblade, right?
Just Kha'Zix.
Just Kha'Zix things. Yeah, this is the same. Even though it's like cancer, right? It could have been like a lot of other what other junglers are played nowadays?
Kha'Zix.
I'm trying to think.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. I guess Eve doesn't do this as fast. Well, the idea is that if you don't see them on the map, you have to assume that they're trying to gank you or whatever you like to call it. They're trying to screw you over 24/7, right? So when I see this, I'm thinking, oh, their support's missing and their jungle's missing. So we want to push and then see if we can find someone, right? Because Graves is not ready to do something yet. But I think we just got caught off guard by the damage here. Honestly, this is something I wouldn't worry too much about, but it's still the same idea as what happened bot, is that we're in the middle of doing something. The enemy that's not showing up on the map shows up to hurt us. Wait, why do we buy an ancient coin? Hold up. Oh, okay, I think you realize that.
Yeah, just for the gold.
Oh my god, you're a genius. Wait a minute. You are a genius. And you got the Infinity Edge. Wow. Wait, you can undo the sale? Wow.
Yeah. It gave me like 4 gold and then I undo.
What the hell? God damn. Dude, you're min-maxing here.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, the only major mistakes we've really seen are, person that's missing on the map. Okay, same thing here. Who's missing?
Everyone.
Right. It's the same. This is the only problem. This is the only problem I've seen. That's it. Is this issue? If you die here, it's because they're all missing, right? So you guys are taking this fight does not look good. If I were you, I'd be like, I need to get out of here. I want to do something that's not fight that, right? Sure, it turned out well, but how many times is this gonna work? If you play this out 100 times, like they're literally all missing for like 20 seconds or something, right? Oh, okay, Caitlyn's dead, but what is this? Kha'Zix, Ryze, Galio, and their support, dude, and Janna, dude. That's like a friggin' Kha'Zix gets in here and that's a Galio ult, and it's like, oh, doesn't look good, right? So you should definitely if you're playing Trist, my advice is don't jump in unless you know where the enemy is. That's my first piece of advice. Okay, because I think that's like the biggest issue or the only issue really, from what we're seeing, right? Okay, we see Kha'Zix, so this red going for red should be okay. We probably want to push instead though. Let's see. Clear the wave. We want this red. Sure. Come back mid. Push this out. Okay, same thing here. Right. Actually, we see Kha'Zix, so maybe this could be good. But I would be afraid of Galio here if I were you. That's fine. Forcing Galio ult is fine. Very nice jump. This works because we saw Kha'Zix, right? But did we see Kha'Zix before we do this?
Yeah, he kills Ari. There he kills Ari.
So that's why you jump in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because that's a very important distinction. And then get the Galio, very nice. Pretty much, oh Jesus, he's gonna flash if you're not careful. Okay. Oh, Xayah damage. What face? Galio is killing himself. There's a Kha'Zix. Okay, he didn't come dive. Oh my! What happened here?
Yeah, I didn't understand as well, but the Rise E bounced on the minions.
Unfortunate.
So what killed me.
So let's take a look at this. And we're trying to do something. Galio comes out, and then you want to not fight anymore, right?
Yeah.
I think we're just like, okay. The thing that'll help you the most is just first look at your map before you want to do anything, right? And then say how many people do we have in this play, and how many people do they have? Okay. The plays, if you have less people, your play has to kill them within 2 seconds. Okay, 2 seconds is a long time, so you have to insta kill them, like. Yeah. Or you're done, or they're dead, or you're gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. They're gonna get Baron or something like that, right? So the reason why this doesn't work, even though you see Xayah and Kha'Zix, is because they have a global, right? They have Galio, so Galio saves Rise, and then when that happens, that is literally the best thing you could possibly get out of this fight, right? That's the only thing you could ever get, jumping in. So you have to know that when you jump in, Galio's gonna ult, we have to leave. And how do we know we have to leave?
Because they are coming.
They have more people, right? Yeah. We didn't insta kill. So if they have more people and you didn't insta kill, you need to get out, because it's 100. It's like you play this out 1,000 times in solo queue, like 990 of those times is gonna be a loss, right? If you don't get out. And the reason being is it doesn't matter how strong you are. The league has now become very team oriented, right? So the team with more people is gonna win, even if you're super strong. It doesn't matter. The only time when it does matter is if you're like so strong you can figure out a way to 2v5 or something like that, right? But you don't even see that nowadays, right? When was the last time you saw that? I haven't seen that in a very long time. So it's very much who has more people. The reason why I'm like, oh, Kha'Zix is coming from behind is because what if he came from behind?
Yeah, right? Then like
it's super punish, right? Because it's just like, oh, he just kills you and then he gets out, or he kills Lulu or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the same idea though. Even if Graves was here, it's still 3v4, right? So I would say don't even go for something like this. Don't even go for this jump on Rise, because the best thing you'd even get is a Galio ulti. And in solo queue, like in competitive, that'd be pretty good, right? You drew some mid pressure. You drew Galio's ulti when your mid laner got killed. That would be overall good. But in solo queue, that's not feasible to execute consistently, right? It's just not worth the risk. In competitive, there's no risk because we're like, oh, we're just trying to get the Galio ult, so we're leaving, or oh, we're just trying to bait out a TP, so we're gonna leave. But in solo queue, when you try and TP, when you try and bait a TP when you're doing Baron, half the team will stay on Baron or something like that, right? So it's just not gonna work. The idea should be, if you have less people, just don't do anything, right? Play safe when you have less people. When you have more people, you want to jump forward, right? And if you have an even number of people, I think you're fine when there's an even number of people, so we don't have to worry about that. But basically, do what you're doing. If there's an even number of people, you're really good at that, I think, right? Especially in the 2v2's bot lane and stuff like that. But when you have less people, you always lose, right? Literally every time. It's impossible to win, I promise you. Unless you have a very specific line of play, it's impossible to win, right? There's just nothing you could, even have Cinch TP doesn't even matter, right? There's nothing you could do. Graves came in, whatever. They just have more people. So it's just like, that's your only issue is what I think is that whenever you're making these plays, but you're not checking the map or you're not respecting the people. Like, oh my god, everyone died. Oh no. Yeah. See, it's just like there's really no other outcome besides you guys losing. And sure, maybe if your team played better, it shouldn't have been this big of a disaster. But it always starts with us, right? Is usually what happens. It always starts with one person. Have you ever heard the term that whenever one person gets caught, everyone gets caught?
No.
That's an old solo queue. That's an old solo queue saying. That's what I heard when I was like first playing this game, and I was like, you're right, dude. Whenever one person gets caught, everyone tries to help. So your whole team tried to help on the bad play, and now we can't win. It's like hard to win now, right? Because Galio's strong, Ryze is strong, Caitlyn may not be strong, but I think that she's catching up at the very least, right?
Yeah.
So if we pause
in level.
All right, like we were winning. The game was over 8 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But now they have a chance. So that's our issue, right? You're right in terms of, oh, my laning seems pretty good, but then how come we lose, right? It's literally 3 times we had less people, so you lose 3 times, right? That's the only thing. Oh, okay, what's going on here? Uh-oh. What happened here?
Got caught off guard. Didn't pay attention.
Dang. Unfortunate, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, your first priority is map awareness. This is the only thing you need to work on. Now until something like this never happens. Basically, anytime you're doing something, you look at the map. Okay, so you're gonna do this even if it makes your gameplay worse because it'll help your map awareness overall, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, like between CS, you last hit a CS, you look at the map and you say, where are they? Right? And if you don't know where they are, you say they're all next to me. Okay. And before you hit anyone in team fight, you look at the map. Your team starts a fight, you look at the map. Right? You always look at the map first. That's the first thing you always do because if you don't have this information, you don't know how to play. Or how can you play? How can you play without this information? Right? You're like, oh where are they?
I was reading my WhatsApp. That's why.
Oh no! Okay, that's unlucky. But I think the map awareness thing is still something we need to work on, right? Yeah, like basically, literally, whenever anything you touch dragon, you touch a tower, dude. You start pushing away. If you look at the map first, okay? You need to count the amount of people because this is the only reason why you guys are losing is because we're doing something when we have less people. Wow, I already got the nice fat catch on Caitlyn. That was lit. But there's not much else they can do, right? Because they just have less people, right? The team with more people wins 99 times out of 100, right? That's what I want you to think. Right, like our first priority right now is just make sure that whenever we do something, it's not we have the same amount of people at the very least, or the best case scenario is when we have more people, right? Oh, this is really awkward. Okay, what happened here?
Yeah, I didn't have my jump.
Well, I guess the more important aspect is how come we're trying to fight him, right?
Yeah, at this point I'm like already tilted.
Yeah, this is true.
Because Caitlyn is level ahead of me, even
right.
Couldn't lane so hard.
So it's honestly still the same thing though. Where's Galio, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know if you had flash or not, how many times have you been caught when someone flashes over this wraith wall or something like that? It's the same thing, right? It's always the same thing. And he was actually strong enough to one-shot you. But there's still no other outcome than a loss in this case because they just have more people, right? I think it was just strong, so you shouldn't aim to fight Ryze, but I think you were just tilted, so you don't normally do that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's the idea, is that you need to check your map every time you do something. Also, save your jump. Don't use your jump to do camps and stuff. That's super important. Like, you'd rather take the blast cone or something like that, or just walk. Your jump is like 20-second cooldown. So that's another thing. I think that it's not as important as the map awareness thing, but I think it's an easy fix for you. It's just don't use your jump, right? I think we use our jump too liberally, especially when we don't know where the enemy team is. Okay, Okay, Sin just killed someone. Okay, so in this case, do you run forward or backwards?
Forward.
Why is that?
Because Gallia's bot.
Right.
And Singed is also bot. So
So how many?
4v3.
Yes, right. You have more people. You win, 100%. Right. Cannot lose. So run forward like a madman because you cannot lose. Right. Guarantee you will win unless someone gets one shot. Right. Remember, that's the condition. Is that as long as no one gets one shot, team with more people wins. Right.
Yeah.
The opposite is true. As long as you can one shot someone, you can win a 4v5. But it's very hard to find this kind of like catch. Right. It's not very often that happens. Too bad we couldn't find anything, so we pushed mid. Honestly, that's fine. The fact that we're looking for it is really good, right? That's what we're looking for, really, is recognizing that we have more people. Okay, hold up. So is this RE play good or bad?
Bad.
I'd say so too. But it looks like it's about to be oh no, you guys lost, right? Why is that? Galio has a global. Oh, okay, Sinji's coming in. Okay, so if you don't know how the fight starts off, then it's like you have to play conservatively. Okay, good. You got a free catch. Okay, everyone's dead. Run! Kha'Zix is coming. Holy shit. I think we need to. Oh, okay. Maybe we can just kill this guy. Oh, okay. But that was no one has any idea who wins, right?
Yeah.
And the reason being is why? Because at the start of the fight, this is a 5v5, assuming Galio ulti and Singe TP, right? So whoever, I guess, team fights better or lands more shit wins, right? So not much to say here except you played fine, right? Play safe. Actually, maybe getting taunted here was kind of awkward, right? This is just the Galio thing, right?
Yeah.
You should know that whenever he presses that button.
Focused on getting Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Ult her, get my reset, but didn't get it off.
Yeah, I guess the idea is that if you're gonna die, it's like I don't know. I think it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's like the reason why I kind of want to say something is because it's super common to tunnel vision on finishing someone off, right? But it is never good to get hit by like
CC.
the enemy win condition. Yeah, CC, never good unless you're baiting with a QSS, right? It's never good. And in this case against Galio, the thing you have to be afraid of is the Galio flash taunt, right? So if you get, like, say for example, you got taunted here, Kha'Zix come over right now. It's like, oh shit, it's over,
Yeah.
right? That's why you should prioritize being safe versus finishing off someone. But I don't think that's a priority you need to work on, really. I think you play this fine. That's fine. In terms of mechanics and team fighting, I think we're pretty decent, right? Even though, you know, maybe sometimes I look dicey, you have not lost a fair fight.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right? You have not throughout this whole game. Whenever you had the same amount of people, you have not lost, right?
Yeah.
Or you had more people, you did not lose. It's literally when they have more people, right? So that should be your main focus, I think, right? Don't worry about these even fights because you're winning all of them. Oh, okay. Okay, starting Baron because they have no Kha'Zix. How did he die?
I don't know.
Random death, right?
Death.
Interesting. Good. So you guys start Baron. Good. You guys basically guarantee this unless someone gets one shot by Rise, and then you. Oh my god, look at that! Oh, check this out. Look at this Galio. Holy shit! You guys stuck on the corner. This is good positioning, right? You want to be outside here. Very good. Very good. Hitting this guy. Sure. Maybe it's looking a little bit dicey now. So, okay. Oh, Jesus. Dude, that Rise damage. This Rise carry. So, yeah, basically, we kind of gave up too much money to Rise, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
But the idea here is good. You can't stay on the Baron because they're just gonna kill you, right? Or you could try and stay on it and finish it, but you need to jump out, right? Maybe we should check the health of the Baron, but I think this is, you know, basically the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it's kind of hard, right? So you guys want to get out here, that's fine. It's not necessarily your fault that you guys lose this. So I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna lose this. Oh my god! They have no smite! Because he killed himself. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. Oh my god. Alright, maybe you can clean up. Oh no. Oh my god. What? Critical hit. Oh, that's so sad. Honestly, I don't think you need to worry about this kind of fight. Trying to hit the closest guy, sure. But we get clipped by Caitlyn's range. I think it's like, don't worry about that. I would not worry about that if I were you. I would worry about the map awareness part because that'll help you the most, right? If you're like your map awareness becomes perfect, then the idea behind that fight is you guys are losing for whatever reason. There are more people, you have no HP, whatever. So you need to play conservative. Like you need to play for value, if that makes any sense. Play slow is what people call it, right?
Yeah.
Is play slow. Also, definitely don't use your jump. Okay, we're gonna add that onto the list. Do not use your jump unless you're getting a kill or an assist or you're escaping death. Okay, we're gonna throw that rule in there because I think this is happening too many times, right? Way too many times. Two things. That's all you need to work on. Simple fix in your gameplay. Everything else can be saved until like Diamond 1 or something, right? Until a much later date. This is literally the only thing holding you back is these two things, right? We're using jump like kind of for a very low value, and every time you kind of try and pick a fight, it's because they have more people, so it's not a good idea, right? Don't do that for sure. That's the only reason why you lost your lead is you try to do something like that. And then now this is just the classic. They're sieging, so try and wave clear or catch someone. Oh my god, that was lit. Oh, cinched. Oh, he got taunted. Oh my god. Roller coaster of emotions. Dude, this is so close, dude. You guys would have killed them all if you got that flip. Well, maybe not killed them all, but it would have been really good if you could find that. Damn. Okay, nice try. Oh, you're gonna lose the tower now, right? Not much you can do. Okay. We can talk about this. What's with the bomb here?
Just for the TP. When he TPs in, the bomb explodes.
Okay, we don't have to talk about that, but I would say you need to use your bomb for damage, right? So if you have no Tristana E, it's really hard for you to pressure the backline or kill or finish off tanks, right? So I would say definitely save that as well. But that was the first time I saw you use it like that, so I would not worry about that. Like basically, you put yourself in a situation where it's really hard to come back because we took so many 4v5s, right? Basically, taking one 4v5 is considered a lose. So if you take 3 or 4, that's definitely a lose, right? That's what I want you to think. Is that 1 4v5 is enough for whenever I do that, I think I don't deserve to win because we threw so hard, right? All you have to do is focus on not doing that. That's what I think, and not using your jump, right? That's the if we let's check out another one, right? Is this the same one? Let's check out another one. See if it's like the same kind of issue. What's a good one?
I don't know,
this one, I guess.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah, this one.
Okay, some kind of dicey level 1 going on, whatever. I don't really care. Who died? Alistair died, and their mid got a kill, whatever. They have a quirky bot. What face?
Yeah.
Okay, very good bomb. Really good. Skip. I don't think we need to watch laning. Laning's pretty good. Let's check this out. Wait, what do we use jump on? Oh, that's really awkward. Okay, maybe this is secondary, but make sure your jump usage falls under those 3 categories. Is you're gonna kill someone, you're gonna get an assist, or you're going to escape with your life, right? Yeah. So does this jump here fall under any of these categories?
No. But I was like scared of the hook, even though
it
couldn't hit me. Right,
but let's say there are no minions here and there's no Alistar. It's just you and Thresh. What happens when you jump? When he hooks?
Yeah, he stops me.
you get hooked anyways, right? Exactly. So make sure it falls under those 3 categories. That's just a mechanics thing. I don't think you need to worry about that yet. But if you lose games because of that, that's something to look at, right? That would be like in a D3 level or D2, D1, whatever. This is really good, right? This stuff, that was really good. It's just that you ended up having to burn flash because you had no W, right? So less important than the map awareness stuff. Oh, maybe you have to jump on him. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. He's out. Sure. Push this. Hope jungle's not here. Good. See, you're good at lane, right? So only thing we need to look at, only thing we need to worry about is map awareness. And like I said, the way to work on that is literally anytime something happens, when I see this, my first thought isn't to jump over. My first thought is, where are they, right? Because it's very easy to say, oh, we can just jump over and finish this guy off. What if he gets like a 3-man flay into like, enemy team is here and it's like, oh shit, we're all dead, right? What the hell?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, good kill, Brilliant Soul. Nice. Oh, Shaco got it, I guess. Sure, fine. We can push this in. Good. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I think a little scrap going on here. Alistar took a bunch of damage. That's probably not good, but we have no flash, so maybe we want to be a little bit more careful. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, that's awkward. That's really awkward. So, let's talk about example, right? They're doing the exact same thing that you did, right?
Yeah.
And they have no idea what the jungler is, so they chase. And like we said, in an even situation, chasing is one advantage that can win an even fight, right? Same thing with vision control, right? Sitting in a bush. And another one we talked about was item advantage. And another one we didn't talk about is whoever lands more stuff, right? So this is chasing, right? This is classic chasing, right? So turns around, it's actually a 2v2 surprise, and then you lose, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? League is very much the same concepts, just different complexity as you go up the ladder, right? Just it gets more complicated, but it's the same concept, right? So say in bronze, it'd be like a bronze player would try to 1v3 or something like that. It's like the same concept, but it's a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? In our case, it's just the difference of one person is more common now, right? You never see 1v3 because it's too obviously bad, but you see something like 4v5, right? And then you go even higher up the ladder, and it's like, oh, it looks like a 5v5, but this guy is like 2 feet a little bit too far, so it's actually like a 4v5 for a little bit, right? So it's the same idea, just a little bit more complex, right? Oh, okay, this is a going in on Thresh. You hit Quirky, that's really good. Okay, he gets hooked. That's not your fault, right? He just did something weird. You had the right response, which is hit Quirky, I think. And then, oh, jungle comes out. Oh, how do you guys not die here?
Want to gank.
I don't know why they didn't follow up, but it looked like your Alistar was about to die. Okay, this is fine because Quirky can't really do anything. Oh, okay, Alistar taking a shot. This is fine. You guys win this 100%. Right, and then good trade. Shaco's gonna kill them all. Sure. Very good. And then base. Okay, good. Look, perfect. Right, we don't. Everything is so good in lane phase. This game and the last game. So I bet you, if you lose in the mid game or if you lose in general, it's because we just jump in and they have more people, right? Like in this case, this is exactly what happened last game. Same situation. You're winning in items. You don't know where the enemy jungler is. Your jungler is topside. If you jump in, I'll be very sad.
I'm not gonna jump in because
Okay,
there are
good.
too many minions right now.
Okay, good. Yeah, same idea. But basically, whenever anything happens, whenever you kill a minion, you look at the map. That's what I did to improve my map. I had 0 map awareness, okay? I died to the exact same things you died to, okay? Every player has come across this kind of situation. So the way I fixed it is just whenever anything happens, you look at the map, right? Oh, they're missing? I look at the map, right? I'm like, oh, where are they going? You finish this wave, where are they, right? That's you should literally pretend this is a horror game. Right, you need to ask yourself, where are the monsters at all times? Oh my god, this dive is actually gonna work. What the hell? What? Does he have coin? He has coin.
Yeah.
He has no HP. I am so surprised. Look, you have no problems in a 2v2. Literally no problems. Maybe heal. Okay, good.
Yeah.
No problems in a 2v2. Right. It's just whenever they have more people, you kind of lose your mind for some reason. Okay, right. This is a map scene. Oh, they show up on the map, so this is your time to get out. But right, working on the map. Basically, what it should look like is, like ideally, is when you see them, you start running.
Yeah.
And then what's the plan? You jump, ulti, Victor, everyone's happy, right? But that's what we're going for after this session. Is like a week from now, you'll be able to do that, right? But then we're forced into this kind of weird. We have to kill this Corki, right? Because we can't get out at a certain point.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, this just Thresh's back already. So oh my god, oh yeah, you died. Yeah, nothing you can do. And then the whole team gets caught, right? So it's like, oh, this is kind of awkward. overall not good, right?
Yeah.
Because why? We were ahead. We gave up a spree. And then enemy team claimed, oh my god, he has a dust blade. And then everyone died because we tried to help, right? So that's the idea. Is you need to look at the map. Whenever anything happens, and you ask yourself, how many people versus how many people, right? That's what I want you to work on, like 24/7. Literally every single game you play, now and forever. This map awareness will always be relevant. It literally doesn't matter what season of league or what patch or what champion. This will always be relevant, right? So you definitely want to work on this first and foremost, right? Like it's the same thing in last game. The only thing you died to was gank, right? You don't know where they were, and they came to kill you, and then you're like, oh, I guess I die now. Okay, let's watch what happens here. I like how you're on this side because Xayah can't ulti you, right? So in that way, if they do have someone here, you can run away really easily. So what is this? This is looking like a 3v3 or 4v3 since you have Vlad. So you guys want to jump, you want to take this tower, right? You want to hit this tower. You guys are good to go. Or Rift Herald, that's good too. That's really good too. Very good, very good. Basically, you can figure out whether or not you win a fight before the fight happens, right? That's what you want. Is that what is it? A good general knows, finds victory before the battle has commenced, or whatever the quote is, right? You want to know whether or not you win before you start hitting people, right? Okay, you're gonna kill this guy because it's 3v1, unless Sion's crazy. Oh, okay, we hit the tower too. I think Alistar is trying to do something else though.
Any damage to the Sion, that's why I didn't hit him.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Hitting tower, going to oh Jesus Christ, what is going on? It's just solo queue mess, I guess. Yeah, diving tank is probably not good, so I think you hitting the tower is fine. Maybe you could have killed him, but this option was fine too. I'll say don't worry about that. This is something you need to worry about, right? This. Bah. No. Don't do that. Don't do that anymore, ever. Okay. That's like never. One time out of 100, and that one time is you're baiting the enemy team to jump you because your team is hiding in the fog of war, right? That's the only time you'd ever do that. So yeah, don't do that. It's the same thing, right? What happens if they come out now? You have no jump, right? It's like, oh, this is really awkward. You don't want to hit this tower because is like 2v5 or whatever, 2v4. Good. Just want to push these out, and if you can't, that's fine. You just want to wave clear. Let's see. Oh, okay. Early Soul against Gankarino. Wow, surprise! It's 3v2, so he just insta dies. Okay. Seems good. Clear this wave. So yeah, it's honestly the same thing as last game. We were 100% in control of the game, and then we gave away too much stuff staying bot, or too much stuff and we didn't see them come bot, right? Kane and Victor came at the same time. So now Victor and Kane are running train on your Aurelian Soul, and now it's very sad. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, hold up. This fight's going on. You guys should win this. How do we know you guys win this?
We have more.
Yeah, more people. Yes, more people always wins. It doesn't matter what happens. I don't care what mechanics go on. You guys will overall win 99 times out of 100. Okay, sure. You can actually flash for that guy if you want to, but this sign's gonna die too, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, fast forward a few seconds. You won, right? We already know before it happens. Okay, how about this? This is a 2v2, and he's gonna tank tower. This is less certain, right? We have no idea. This is a maybe. Okay, this is a no, and this is a no now. You want to run, because you got slowed by oh no. Okay, that cookie would have been so tilted. Okay, yep. We need to leave. Yep. Oh, we're fucking dead. Okay, it's fine. Not your fault. Why do we say that?
Because Alistar went in.
Yeah, Alistar did some stupid shit, but you should know that you wanna just leave his ass. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can just jump in a different direction. Honestly, don't worry about this. You don't worry about this either. That's not something to worry about. We worry about the things where we start shit and it was not good, right? Maybe like in 2 weeks you'll say, oh, their victor is coming back because I'm checking my map every 3 seconds, and you back ping, right? That will be in like 2-3 weeks time. But for now, we just care about the initial who has more people, right? In this case, this is a 5v5, right? So like the things we talked about, chasing and vision, one shot, right? All that stuff. That's what's gonna apply in a standard 5v5, right? Let's see what happens here. Looks like Victor has no mana, so they don't really have a person here. You guys should win this. Oh, maybe not if Shaco died. Okay, remember what we said about jump, right? That's why we die here. That's why I say sometimes you might want to focus on that, because in a 5v5, that's what lose you the 5. That's what will lose you the 5v5, not the 4v5. Is jump for kill, assist, and running away, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Only cases.
Yeah, I was greedy for the Victor because I saw he has no mana.
But
Yeah.
let's back it up. But yeah, on hindsight, there's just no way, right?
Yeah.
Because if he walks away, it's like, oh, we can't do anything, like he did, right? If he walks away like he did. So yeah, I think you could have saved this fight. You guys were actually gonna win this fight, I think, because he has no mana. You guys could gang up on Corky or Ken or whatever, and you guys are good to go. Even though Shaco died, I think it was possible. But if you do something like this, it's not possible anymore, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, don't worry about that. Actually, worry about that a little bit. That's secondary. So you only have 2 things to worry about, okay? 2 things. Those are the only things I want you to work on. Is map awareness whenever something happens, and not using your jump unless it falls under those 3 categories. Kill, an assist, or running away. Okay, that's it. Literally nothing else, right? I don't care if you see a play where if you jump in, you can do like a bunch of damage. If you don't get an assist or kill, don't do it, right? Because we need to build like, I think you've built up a bad habit of using your jump like this, and it's like really ingrained in your gameplay. So the focus is that we just need to remove it for now, and make it into a good habit, right? You only use your jump for those specific things, right? And if you really want inspiration, you're like, oh, you know, maybe you see cases where it's like, maybe I should have jumped here. Watch a challenger replay, a Korean challenger replay. Any of these pros, watch the Tristana. You can go on Twitch and you can look up double lift, sneaky, anyone, and you just look at the times where they jump, and you say, oh, that's what you're supposed to use it for, right? That's if you ever have any questions about jump, that's what you look for, right? That's what I look for, right? When I look at, I'm like, oh, is this correct? What do other people think? That's what I do. I look at their replays and I say, oh, this is when they jump, this is when they don't jump, right? And that way you can figure out what's the best usage. But definitely do not use it to jump to camps or minions, right? Or when you don't know you're getting assist or kill, right? The other like usage of jump is getting your bomb stacks reset, but that is still uncommon, I would say. So you don't even need to worry about that, right? There are plenty of challenger Tristanas that don't use a jump like that, so don't worry about that. Okay, hold up. What's going on here? How do we know this is lose? Yeah, Alistar's dead. So unless they dive, you lose. Oh, okay, they dive, but I think they're just too far ahead or something. Kane just one-shots everyone, right? So it's just, yeah, not much you can do. So similar story, I would say. In terms of, you need to watch your map and use your jump in a way that doesn't get yourself killed, right? Or make it so that you don't have an ability. But you need to make sure that these 4v5s never happen, right? I guess we have time for one more real quick, but
maybe like a Xayah game.
The Xayah game? This one or this one?
Yeah, the second one, like the 11-1.
11-1.
Insane.
This looks like a stomp. Let's go.
It's not a stomp.
Oh, really? Interesting. You want me to skip laning? Because I think in terms of what we've seen, it's like, oh, I think you just screw over people really hard and then you win. So far so good. 90 CS at 10 minutes. Very good. Oh, this might be a kill if they have no idea. Oh, that's awkward. That's worded. Whatever. Oh, wow. Okay, we can take a look at this. Oh, it turns out they had a Xayah, so we die. That's really awkward, right? Same thing. Map awareness. Whenever something happens, you check the map. And you say, oh, I see your Xayah. So basically, this is my thought process. He does this. I look at the map and I say, where is the worst position for Xayah to be? And I say over the wall. or in that bush up there, or behind us, right? Those are the 3 worst spots. I would say over the wall right here. And that's exactly what happens, right? So how do you counter that? Stay away from the walls or something like that, right? Or you cancel this play. You don't want this play. So that's really the one thing you need to work on. That's really it. It's just one simple thing. And it may not be like the easiest thing to fix, but as long as you work on it in every game, it will get better. I promise, right? It will get better. So I guess that was your only death. Let's see what goes on here. Hitting the tower, sure. This is 2v2, except we don't know where extra people are, so might have to be a little bit scared until you see Xayah. Let's see. Oh, okay, so their support goes mid, so you can push for free without fear, right? Just take the tower, good. And then run mid so you can cover, sure. And then, they have a bunch of people top, so, we can run top to help. I think this could be really good. Oh, this is going to be really good. They're going to chase. Oh, chasing, right? Warning flag. So you guys win this 100% unless someone messes up. I don't think anyone's going to mess up. This is pretty free. You're just, oh, someone lagged.
Yeah,
2 flashes. Wait, now you guys are chasing. Uh-oh. Okay, let's watch this. You guys ended up chasing, so. And someone got 1 shot, right?
Yeah, they're back.
You got 1 shot, so even though it's 4v3, not necessarily good 4v3. And then it's like, okay, whatever. Let's see what we could have done better. So, walking up here, hit this guy, sure. Unfortunate lag, whatever. Hit the closest guy, very good. Someone dies, you want to get out. And then, what do we do with the ulti here?
Try to like dodge the Xayah ultimate, but he wasn't ulting me.
How high priority is it for you to dodge a Xayah ulti when you're at 10% health?
At 10, high.
Very high, right? You need to dodge it or you die. What about 50%?
Medium.
I would say maybe you still want to consider it, right? What if you're at 100% health?
Yeah, low, but there were no other threats, that's why I did it.
Wait, say again?
There no other threats. Like, Ezreal ultimate was used, Rakan knock up was used.
Oh, hold up. There are other threats, right? Because you can use it to dodge Rakan W, or you can use it to...
Rakan W wasn't cooldown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Let me see. I guess it just went on cooldown, right?
Yeah.
But you can also still use it to... What's it called? Basically, even if it's not clear if there's anything else to dodge, if you know that the ability you're using is low value, it's not a good idea to use it. It's better to save it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because what do we get out of our ulti? Okay, say we did dodge the Xayah ult. We didn't get much out of it because we missed our E, I guess. Yeah. I guess the 2 in combination. Yeah. If you landed the E, I guess it would be really good because you would kill Xayah. But oh, very nice. But yeah, I think maybe, I guess the ulti can be considered not bad. But definitely don't miss the E. I think if you landed the E, the ulti would be considered pretty good, right? Yeah. Since they were gonna get 1 shot. But yeah, that's just the mechanics thing, right? Don't worry about that. When it comes to mechanics, the only mechanics you need to worry about is your Tristana jump, right? That's the only thing we're worrying about right now. Let's see. I don't know what this Warwick is doing. This is a really good E.
Didn't snare him.
I think you could have killed him, but I think it's fine that you don't go for it. All right, you still have a shield, you still have flash for his ulti, whatever. But I think it's fine. You don't have to go for stuff like that. Come top, sure. We're gonna push. Oh, what's going on with the video? And no Rakan, so we're good. This is a 2v2 top, assuming Ezreal and jungle. So we push. I think Warwick is a laner in this game.
Yeah.
or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is really bad. How do we know? How do we know this is really bad?
3v4.
Right. Exactly. Perfect. So that's all you need to know is that it's 3v4. You need to get out. Right. That's all you need to know. If this guy dives, you can win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very
He's
nice.
retarded.
Oh, missing E. Okay, that might be awkward. I would say.
He's still bad.
What is going on?
What's this guy doing?
I don't even know. Interesting. He chases, so you kill his ass. Very nice. Sure. But it was good to know that we got out because there's a 3v4. Man, you guys just start objectives nilly-willy. You don't even care if they're nearby. You just start it up. You're just like, oh, I guess they can't stop us. Or they don't know or something. I think you can help this. Right? First thing you do is check the map. Right? Whenever you see this, I'll like, look at the map. And I see 2 top. I'm like, okay, this is good. Right? You're going to win this. Unless someone gets one shot, you're going to win this. Oh, what's going on? I think you're lagging. Jesus.
Yeah. 600 ms.
That's just unfortunate. Don't worry about that, of course. It's just lag. Not much you can do. Oh, this guy flashed over. Free kill. Go mid. Sure. I think we can push another, right? Why do I say that?
Because Warwick is dead. You know where Yasuo is. You know where Rakan is.
Right. Warwick is dead. So you have more people. They start a fight with you. You can just kite, and then you have more people. So not only do you have more people, they're chasing, right?
Yeah.
So I think you could use the opportunity to see if you could get more. But that's just me. And then this looks kind of interesting. Jaina wants the base, so Cassiopeia doesn't come, right? Cassiopeia should not walk through there, but that's just awkward. Don't do that because you have no Jaina. He's crazy. Oh, he's doing something.
No, he's going.
He's trying something. Okay, well, both top laners are dead, or I think it's their mid laner and your top laner.
Yeah.
So this is 4v4. Sure. If you guys decide you want to hit this tower, you have to watch their engage. Okay. Looks like Jaina OP. Very nice. Wait, what's going on now? Oh, very good. Very good. I don't think you want to chase though, because you have no minions.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. This is just a mess. What's going on now? Okay, hold up. Back it up. Check the map again. Yasuo is coming, right? You should assume he's on the way. Or he's TPing or whatever. He probably takes Ignite. I don't know. So you guys go for this repeat. I don't know what's going on, but
Not so close.
nice try, I guess. Is there anything we should be doing besides sieging?
Baron control.
Right. I would say, unless you guys are going to, I think you guys are trying to engage on this, but Ezreal had a really good ulti there. It's just, seems like we're struggling with this sieging. So if sieging is not working, you should try and do something else. But this is going on so long. What's going on? Oh, Yasuo's here now. Okay. Fior's not here, so someone's going to die, right? Someone on your team is. Oh, we're out. Nice. Everyone gets out. Very good. That guy killed himself. What is he doing? Okay, sure. They couldn't find the fight, so your Fiora splits for free. Relatively free. Good. Stopping his base. This is like ARAM now. What's going on, dude?
I don't know.
What the hell? Oh my god, it's still going? Do you see this?
Yeah.
What the fuck? All right, it's okay because you get this guy for free, right? Oh my, one shot. Okay. Not only was it a 2v3 or a 2v4 since they didn't know what Cassiopeia was, but he got one shot. So I think you guys can just do Baron if maybe you don't have enough HP. I think you can maybe pressure Baron. If not, that's fine because you have no HP. Sure. And then push top. Sure. Run into Baron side. Looking for stuff to do. Good. Back to mid. What face?
Here we go again.
Okay. You guys win this. I think you win this based on Cassiopeia's stun, right? You could lose if you die here, but I think you guys are gonna win. Because she basically made it so Yasuo has no HP, right? So 4v5 essentially, almost. So you guys win this super hard, right? And then sure you want Baron, you can do whatever you want. Honestly, they can't really do anything. Oh,
Jenna 5k.
say again.
Jenna was AFK there.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she just-
that's troll. Alright, whatever. Doesn't matter. Sure. And push top. Good. So notice in this game, how many times have we done a 4v5?
a lot.
I don't remember any.
Our team. From our
Oh, no, you personally. Like,
Oh, no,
when have
me.
you started something that's 45? I haven't seen anything yet, right? So that's really good. That's what we're looking for is something like this, where you never fight when you have less people, right? That's what we're going for here. Because the enemy team, I guarantee you the enemy team will. You see that Warwick ulti in, right? Or they're always doing something stupid, right? I guarantee you they will do the stupid thing, right? Eventually, right? I promise. Oh, and so will your team too. But as long as you're not the guy doing it, it lessens the chance on someone in your team doing it, right? So this is going really poorly because someone got one shot, right? Even though it's a 5v5, someone got one shot, so you might have to save this fight. I think you can do it. It is possible. Okay, maybe ulti could have been better, but it's okay. Sure, whatever. That's just mechanics. Don't worry about it. Save the fight, relatively speaking. Oh. Nope, couldn't get him. That's fine. I think hitting this tower could be dicey because they have more people, right? Isn't this 4v5? Hold up. Isn't this 4v5? Isn't there Yasuo here?
Yeah.
You guys want to run? Okay, good. You guys ran. And then this is 5v5. So, oh, this guy is going to get caught maybe. Oh, nope. You guys are chasing now. This Cassiopeia is crazy. Okay, whatever. Turns out that Yasuo went top. So, looks like you guys are just going to go ham and you win this, right? Doesn't matter because Yasuo was top. As long as someone doesn't get one shot, you win. So, easy. Easy kind of way to explain it, right?
Yeah.
In these terms. And these terms are like accurate 99 times out of 100, right? Oh my god, you guys just straight up win this. Okay, yeah. So basically, all that happened in this game was that you never started a bad fight, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I don't know what to do, just push out, right? Just push out, and then we go do something. Perfect. Look at your score. Perfect CS, and you have 11 kills. So you're so strong, you could win fights where your Cassiopeia got one shot, like we saw near their red. Right, that was a losing fight. You guys could have lost Baron, right? But or whatever the objective. I don't even know if Baron was up, but you guys could have lost a lot of stuff here. Okay, yeah, Baron wasn't up, but here, because you were so strong, you could save this. That's what we're going for, right? Is that we don't make any mistakes. So this is a really good game. And the only thing we can fault you for is two things. One is maybe a few things, but things we didn't talk about, like the map awareness thing where Rek'Sai came for the counter gank. If you want to talk about mechanics, it's the same kind of story as Tristana, except different ability, right? So we're like, don't use your Tristana jump, right? In this case, I would say less your ultimate, but more your E. Because if it misses, your usefulness is low, right? If you say, let's say the enemy Xayah doesn't level up E for whatever reason. How useful is that? It's awful, right? So every time you miss E, that's what I want you to think about, is that you basically don't have it every time you miss it. And then the other thing we can talk about is sieging. So I think a lot of times we're just like hitting the tower. Remember I was like, what is this, ARAM, right? It doesn't really make sense to hit the tower unless a few conditions have been met, right? So anytime you want to do something, this is like in general case, and something I don't think you need to worry about just yet, but when you want to do something, like I want to hit their tower, what is their response, right? They're going to wave clear, or they're going to engage, or a mixture of both, right? So how do you beat that? In this case, I think that let's see, I think there's like a time mid where Akan ultied and they went on Cassiopeia. If they had caught you instead and one shot you, it could have been really bad, right? But Cassiopeia had archangels, and she was like tankier because she had rallies or something like that. I don't even know when the time happened, but basically be careful when you're sieging, because that's also can be a trap, right? Sieging can be dangerous too. So I don't think it happened this game. I don't think there was a punish this game, but be wary of that, right? In terms of that, it was just all mechanics, and look what your mechanics got you, right? Even though there were issues, you had like super high KDA and perfect farm, right? Relatively perfect farm. So you don't need to worry about mechanics. just Tristana jump, Xayah maybe. You can set those as secondary priority. Map awareness is number one. Because the only major mistake was what? Bot lane following up on a gank. We didn't know where Xayah was. He killed us, right? So now is map awareness is the number one. And I think it's kind of ironic how in the Tristana games you took a bunch of 4v5s and you lost, and in this game you didn't really do anything and you won, right? That's what you want to do. Is you only really want to start these fights when you know you have more people or whatever, for whatever reason you're winning, right? I think that's really important to highlight because anything else is considered a throw, I would say. Yeah, that's the one thing you need to work on. One thing, map awareness. Every time something happens, you check the map. Okay. For laning, between CS. For skirmishes, whenever someone's about to hit another person, right? Whenever you want to hit a tower, whenever you want to start Baron, whenever you want to start Dragon, you see a word you want to clear it, you check the map, right? I want you to be like, League of Legends is no longer a game about League of Legends. It's about the mini map, okay? That's what I want you to think. You're playing the mini map, not League of Legends, okay? That's what I want you to think. So, what do you think? Do you have any questions? Thoughts?
No.
You agree? Disagree?
No.
Overall makes sense?
Nothing to disagree on.
Okay, good. Because I think that as long as you can fix this one thing, you will only be gated by things like mechanics, for example, right? You're not gated by anything like that's not holding you back at all. This is like the one glaring thing, and that's a good thing because for players who have multiple issues, it's like really hard to tell them what to work on because they have to work on everything, right? But for you, it's just this one thing, and you're good to go, right?
Easy.
It's like as long as you can do this one thing, I think you'll be fine, right? You'll definitely see an increase in your wins in terms of playing, or an increase in skill as well, right? This map awareness thing is like you're trying to build up a habit, and this habit will stick with you forever, right?
Yeah.
Ever since I started doing the map awareness thing, I'm still currently working on it, right? It's always a constant thing, so make sure you keep this up even after you see results, right? Even after you see games like this and it's like really good, keep working on the map awareness because that's what got you there, right? So that's what I think. So,
I agree.
Other than that, map awareness, maybe don't use W on Tristana. Those are the big things. And make sure your Xayah hits. But those three big points I think will get you very far. So let me know how that goes for you in solo queue.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yep. If that's all, then I guess I'll upload this to YouTube and send you a link.
Yeah.
Sound good? And then let me know how games go. I'm always curious.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, dude, just hit me up on Discord. I'm always around.
Yeah. Gonna hit you up. Okay.
All right, cool. Good luck in your games. Let me know how they go.
Thank you. Perfect. See ya.
Have a good one.